Today we're learning more about the world of energy, finding ways to conserve it and to make it cleaner. In our quest to learn more, we found a family that took energy conservation seriously, and in transforming their home and their lives, they set an inspiring example for their friends and neighbors. Daniel Blumberg and his wife Coco are taking action to make their North Florida home a showplace for conserving energy, helping them save money and the planet. So Daniel, tell us about the things you've done to kind of put your home on an energy diet.
Wow, well, I've done quite a lot to put my home on an energy diet. The diet is one way to look at it. You have to work on the outside and the inside. So I've replaced all the windows in my house with double panes, argon gas filled windows. I've replaced the doors with energy efficient doors as well. And the outside of the house I've put on in stages. I put on a solar hot water heater, and I've put on a solar PV system. It's a 3 kilowatt system that I put up on there. And the air conditioner I also recently replaced with an upgraded air conditioner. It's got a dual stage fan system, so it can blow both low and high depending on how the temperature is in the house.
So what made you decide to do all these things?
I wanted several things to help to make me decide to do these things. I wanted to be able to reduce my footprint. So I actually wanted to have a savings every month from my electricity bill, because I watched my bill over the months, and of course the bill continues to go up and up and up. So what can I do about it? And looking at it, the first thing I did is I put the hot water heater on the house, the solar hot water panels. That was the biggest bang for your buck. That pays itself off in about a year and a half, 2 years. During the day it heats it up, and at night it's there and available for me to use. Well, right now you're looking at my 3 kilowatt solar panel installation, and basically the city, the state, and the federal government all gave me incentives to install the panels up on my roof. Basically for me it was a no-brainer, and I had to convince my wife to do that was a good idea, because it's a lot of money up front. But the state at the time had a $4 per watt rebate, and the city had a $1.50 per watt rebate. So that was about $18,000 that I eventually got back from between the states and the city. And then the federal government also had a $2,000 incentive. So the system was about $25,000. So in the end, it's basically paid for in about 2.5, 3 years.
I noticed a solar oven running in the yard when we came up, so tell us about that.
Well, one of the things I'd like to make use of is the sun, because the sun is, I'm in Florida, so it's always on during the day, and we get very bright and very hot. So I've got a solar oven, and it's cooking baked potatoes and some apples with some raisins and some honey in it. And it's a slow cook system. So you put it out when you leave to go to work, and when you come home, you have your dinner ready and waiting for you. So it's a very nice system. I like it a lot.
So since you've made these changes, what percentage-wise, how much has your energy bill declined then?
Oh, well, the city actually sends me a little piece of paper every couple of months telling me where my bill is compared to my neighbors. But my bill is 50% lower than all of my neighbors on average.
Can you give any brief words of advice for other people and other families that really want to try to save a lot of energy the way you've done it?
Brief words of advice. I would suggest that you start small. You can start just by making changes in what you're doing in your lifestyle. When you leave a room, turn the light off if you're not going to stay in there. It sounds like a smart thing to do, and it is, because you're not using the power. If you want to put a ceiling fan in. Ceiling fans are much better than the air conditioners for actually saving you power. The solar panel system that I put up on the roof, if you're really interested in doing it, talk to your bank. A lot of people have mortgages on their house. When I put the solar panels up on my roof, I refinanced the house. I got a lower rate overall, and it added maybe $20, $30 to my monthly mortgage. And since that time, with the savings, it's helped me. I've actually paid off the mortgage since that time.
So Daniel and his wife took action to make themselves as energy independent as possible, ultimately saving them thousands of dollars and greatly reducing the environmental impact of the energy they use, like these solar panels that help them generate clean, renewable energy. When we come back,